think that's not running too bad at all. I've got it well away from the chuck so I can put stuff under here to try and protect the lathe bed. I'm not sure what they do this by hand, using like a wood chisel, or to use a tool. I think I'll probably get a better result using a tool. Probably just parallel. I'm not going to bother with the tape at the end, just parallel, then a parting tool to cut the slices. I'll do a couple of trail cuts. We need a real hard cut at first just to get this hard skin off it. It's a little bit like machining cast iron. You've got to get under the skin first. I've got a high speed steel right hand knife tool here. I'm just going to knock the very tip off it just to round it off a little bit. I think high speed steel is an excellent choice for machining with vegetables and fruits. High speed steel is not used nearly enough. Everybody seems to go for carbide tips now. But you'll learn a lot by sharpening a high speed steel tool yourself. You can see how the chips are breaking quite nicely. Getting another skin, getting a nice clean cut. The last thing you want is nasty stringy chips in your machine, vegetables and fruit. That's cutting quite nicely. Right, one full turn is 4mm. 4mm say that's 8mm. That's roughly 5/16. That should be enough to clean it up. I think I want to speed the lathe up, I would get a better finish. But I'd also end up the knackers and juice. That's cutting that quite nicely there. Effortless really. See the juice is starting to flow now, completely self-lubricating. You know, we're getting under the skin there, which down a nice virgin material. Got a bit of a stringy looking chip there, it's not breaking that very well. Yeah, very happy with that. That's down to the nice clean fruit on the inside. The driving dog's in this end, so I must start to cut the slices off at the far end. If I started here I would have lost my drive. I've got a nice new tip in the parting tool. I'm just going to run it at the same speed. Feed this in by hand. It should cut it no problem. It is. I need to make the slices roughly 1/2 inch thick. See what it is when you're parting off, doing back off. Just keep winding it in nice and gently and you'll have no problems. It's normally when you back off, that's when the cutters start to break. I've actually got a paint mark on the cross side so I know when I'm in deep enough just before it hits the mandrel. Right, now the moment of truth, we'll have a look and see what we've got. And I've always said, try not to leave centres like that in the lathe when you're not using them. I've put some gloves on so I can keep the job clean. There's quite a lot of waste really on the two ends, but the centre, these bits are perfect. Pineapple rings. I could have done going very slightly deeper, but there's nothing the matter with them. Nice and clean. Right, as they say, the proof is in the pudding, so bon appetit, bonny lad. That is really nice. That will go with my gammon steak very nicely. Definitely going to be tempted to change the white water after this. Just want to make sure all the juice is washed off the lid, because it'll be acidic, I would imagine. I don't want to damage anything. Water's due to be clean anyway, or replaced. I try and change it every 6 months or so, and I do use good quality stuff. Got a friend runs big CNC machines, and they run the best oil they can get. It's actually low on oil there, it's starting to pull air. So there will be a good time to clean the tank out and put some nice new soluble oil into it. A little dribble of olive oil just to make sure it doesn't stick. Chips will be another few minutes in there, and then they'll be taken out and left to rest while the oil warms up a bit, then put back in again to finally brown them off, so they'll actually cook twice. You've got to make sure that you don't overcook the gammon. There's nothing worse than overcooked gammon that goes very dry. Gammon's getting near now. Now you tend to cook the egg off. Timing's important in getting everything right, everything cooked at the same time. That's the hard bit about cooking. At least that's the bit I find hard about cooking. Just going to turn the heat down on that a little bit, and then warm a pan up right to cook the egg in. I'm going to cook the egg in olive oil. Just while that oil's warming up, I'm going to put the chips back in again. This is a non-stick pan, so you must make sure you use a plastic implement. I once made the mistake of using it's probably a paint scraper or something like that, and I took the non-stick finish off a pan and it was not happy. Right, that egg's just about cooked to perfection. Some people like them flipped over. Personally I don't. Come on, bastard teachers. I want to play. Got it. Right, the chips are now done. Let them clean. Just a few chips. And last but not least, we're freshly machined pineapple. Absolutely wonderful. All that remains to say now is thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and bon appetit, bonny lad. See how the gammon's nice and tender, cooked all the way through, but not overcooked, not dry. Eggs perfect. And that is absolutely, with that pineapple in the egg. Such a simple, cheap meal. Absolutely amazing.